From a Washington area hospital as well as to what is the nature of the injuries. Apparently there was just a briefing at the Washington Hospital Center, and at that hospital there are 3 individuals at this time. What the hospital is reporting that there was one woman who was lifted from the roof, there was one woman who was shot in the head, and one male DC officer who's in surgery right now. They're all considered to be in critical condition, and this is again just a small portion of the report earlier that we had multiple injured and also some fatalities. So now we're starting to get an idea of at least what happened to these poor people inside this building today.
Let's go to Peter Doocy, who has been all over this story with really terrific reporting this morning on the scene initially. Peter, what have you been able to learn?
Well, Greg, I mentioned the last time that we were talking that a DC Metro Police vehicle, a big truck that's obscured right now by
bus that was shipped to the area right now where the scene is, where the shooting took place, and they were saying they were giving an order for everybody to shelter in place until an all clear has been given. We have not moved too far away from here, and we're really just about 150 yards away from where that truck is, and we have not heard them give an all clear, at least over that PA system. Now, last time also we spoke, the weather was really, really nasty, but it has cleared up a little bit now, and the helicopters we have seen consistently all morning long after we were here for about 30 minutes. So basically for about the last 2 hours, really circling, really concentrated on one area. We've had one helicopter flying real low. That's the one that we've seen dropping in officers and equipment. And we have seen other helicopters much higher in the sky. A lot of traffic above us. But as far as we can tell, things have not changed. The officers are not acting like the situation really is any less severe right now. In fact, as I was listening to Steve Santani just now, an officer pulled up in what looked like his personal car and was armoring up. He was putting on full body armor that he was taking out of his truck, and he headed on down toward the scene. So that's where we are right now. Things are still very tense, and we don't have any kind of an update that it's okay for people to let their guard down yet.
Yeah, fluid situation, obviously. A moment ago, you saw an individual in front of the cameras and the microphones announcing that the news conference will begin momentarily. Peter, stay with us. I'm coming back to you in just a second. I just wanted to let our viewers know what they were seeing. They were seeing apparently the public information officer for the Navy shipyard who was giving heads up to the reporters there on the scene that the news conference will begin momentarily. But, Jenna, it would suggest that if they're going to hold the news conference at this point at that location, that the situation is resolved. You know, I don't want to speculate, but the notice here is that the shooter is down, and one would suspect that they would not hold a news conference if there were multiple shooters.
We have no description of a second shooter yet, and we want to be totally transparent about that. We, over the last hour, have told you about whether or not there is a second shooter or someone that has not been apprehended, and we don't have a description to share with you on that. So we're urging some caution with those reports, but we know that law enforcement is looking into the possibility that that is the case here. Just want to go back with something else that we just mentioned to you on the air. The scene at the Navy Yard is still an active investigation scene, and